Hello, and welcome to the Killer Cuties podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Cassidy, and I've seen almost every horror movie out there.
And I'm KD, and I've seen almost none of them.
So join us each week as I attempt to make a horror fan out of Katie.
As a warning, we will be discussing spoilers and some uncomfortable topics that may be in the plots, so feel free to check out the film on doesthedogdie.com first to check for any triggers before listening.
Today we're going to be talking about the 2004 horror film that launched a 10-film franchise, Saw. Let's get spooky. Okay, I want to kick us off with a summary. Bear with me, because this movie has a lot of moving pieces that kind of come together at the end. So I tried to make it as succinct as possible, but we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
All right. So Adam, a photographer, awakens to find his ankle chained to a pipe in the bathroom. Another man, Dr. Lawrence Gordon, is also chained up across the room from him, and in the center of the room, there's a corpse of an apparent suicide victim. Both men find tapes, with Adams telling him that he must survive until 6 p.m., and Gordon's telling him that he has to kill Adam by then in order to save his family. They're given hacksaws as well, presumably to cut their own feet off to escape. Gordon realizes that they are being held by notorious serial killer Jigsaw. 5 months earlier, Gordon had been interrogated by Detective Tapp because his pen was found at the scene of a Jigsaw murder. So Detective Tapp finds a clue to where Jigsaw's warehouse is through Amanda Young, which is Jigsaw's only surviving victim. The police raid the warehouse to save a man in a trap. However, Jigsaw does escape, and he kills one of the police officers during that chase. Back in the present, Gordon's wife and daughter are being held captive in their home while their captor watches Adam and Gordon. We find out that the captor is actually Zepp, who is a hospital orderly where Gordon works. As the time runs out, Zepp sees that Gordon has not killed Adam and tries to kill the wife and child. However, the struggle causes Detective Tapp, who has kind of been casing the house, to take notice. Tapp saves the wife and kid, but is killed by Zepp afterwards in pursuit. Gordon, at this point, still believes that his wife and child are in mortal danger. He desperately saws off his foot and he shoots Adam. Zepp comes into the bathroom to kill Gordon, but Adam, having survived the gunshot, kills him first. Gordon's bleeding out, but he crawls out of the bathroom to try to find help, and Adam finds a tape in Zepp's pocket, revealing that Zepp was also a victim of Jigsaw. At that point, the corpse in the room rises up, and we find out that that was Jigsaw all along. It's John Kramer, a terminally ill former patient of Dr. Gordon. He leaves the bathroom, closing the door behind him and leaving Adam to die. Dun dun dun.
Poetic. Very poetic.
Yeah.
Um, I had a great time watching this movie, I'll tell you what.
Did you really?
Yeah, because it's a movie that I knew a lot about, but I had never watched because we played Dead by Daylight and what's her name in Dead by Daylight?
The pig?
Yeah, her.
Yeah.
She's in this movie. Tap is in Dead by Daylight.
I know, I feel bad because I think by playing Dead by Daylight, you kind of got a few spoilers. Because obviously the pig is not a woman in this one.
Well,
um, yeah.
I guess she could have been.
Well,
I thought she was a different person. I thought Pig was a different person. Oh, so are you saying that the Pig is in another movie later on down the road
so
and is the woman?
yes.
Okay, 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 that makes sense. But no,
I'm just
I
I'm just glad that you don't remember her actual name in the game. That's-
is it Amanda? Is it Amanda?
I will neither
Oh,
confirm nor
for fuck's sake. Well,
I thought
okay.
you would have remembered.
No, but
Sorry then.
no, I don't read any of the lore in Dead by Daylight. Maybe I should. Um, but no. Oh, that makes me wanna watch all the other ones.
Oh my gosh, do you wanna
Um
have a marathon together?
Sure, after our Scream marathon and our
Yeah.
Halloween marathon.
let's do Scream and Saw first, because I like those series better than I like the I know, I'm so sorry. It's
Whatever.
a big source of contention between us.
It's fine. No, that and also
Yeah.
now I have come full circle in my horror movie journey, and now I understand the opening sequence of Scary Movie 4. Which
So true. So
is the only thing I
true.
remember from that movie.
Um, I'm happy for you. And yeah, now you know in Dead by Daylight, you know where those characters come from. Also, in Dead by Daylight, the character of Detective Tapp, if you look closely, he has the scar on his neck from this movie.
Oh, I love that. I've never noticed.
I know. You gotta look pretty closely. You gotta have those graphics on high.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna look next time, which is probably gonna be in a couple hours, but, you know.
Perfect.
Um, did you wouldn't know this because you've never watched the show, but, like, half of the cast of Lost is in this movie.
Really?
Mhm.
I didn't know that,
As Zep.
because oh, he's in Lost?
Mhm.
Interesting.
And, the other detective,
Okay.
one that's killed,
Yeah.
also in Lost. And supposedly there's a little, like, Lost no, Saw Easter egg in the season finale of season 4 of Lost. I have not gone to watch it yet, but
Wow.
mm,
I love it.
yeah,
I
you don't know
love
anything
Saw.
that I'm talking about
I
then.
don't know Lost at all, but I do know Saw. Um, I think maybe one of the most obnoxious things about me is that the Saw series used to be like my comfort movies.
My god.
I would watch them on repeat, like all like what 6, 7 of them at the time, and just I would do homework, I would nap, I would just watch them all the time.
Well, that's one coping mechanism, I suppose.
True. But the first time I saw it, it was not a comfort movie to me.
Really?
No, I saw this movie for the first time in middle school,
Okay.
well before I liked horror movies. I was at a
Mhm.
friend's sleepover, and I was shitting and pissing and crying in the club. I was It scared me so bad. I left, like, halfway through. It was the scene where Zepp comes out of the closet in the kid's room. That
Right.
happened, and I was like, "I'm just gonna go see what Jessica and Alexis are up to in the living room, like, I gotta go out here and hang out with some of these other girls, like, I can't do this right now."
Oh, no.
So I think I played it off well, though. I don't think they knew how scared I no, they knew. I was terrified.
Oh my god. Um, yikes, I'm sorry.
Yeah. But it's fine because I love this movie now.
Yeah, yeah. I it's just so original to me, like, compared to everything, like, there weren't a whole lot of tropes in it that I could identify immediately. I don't know, it was just unique. I did not find it scary, though. Well,
Yeah.
maybe. I found it anxiety inducing, not scary. Those are 2 different things.
Yeah. That's fair. I mean, I don't find it scary anymore, obviously.
Well, yeah.
Um, but I would probably pay money to be able to, like, watch this movie for the first time again. It has such a great twist and kind of underrated. Like, people don't talk about Saw having, like, a great twist or whatever, but, like, the first time I watched this and that corpse stood up, I was like, "Excuse me?"
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. We've done a lot of good, um, twist at the end movies recently.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I was under the impression that it was Larry the whole time. Like, the second he started speak Lawrence.
Oh, I didn't realize you guys were close enough to use
Oh, yeah, his
nicknames.
wife calls him Larry. I don't know if you noticed, but,
I Trying to sneak in there, trying to take her
Yeah,
her job.
Dr. Gordon, right? Gordon?
Mhm.
Yeah, excuse me. Dr. Gordon, um, the first time he opened his fucking mouth, I was like, "You're the bad guy."
Mm.
Has to be.
There's a lot of red herrings like that, though. Like, he's a red herring. Detective Tapp, sure, it's him. And then,
Yeah.
obviously, Zepp is a very big red herring.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But there
yeah.
are, there's some clues if you rewatch, like, really early on when you first see John Kramer, in the flashback, he's, like, laying on the hospital bed, and there's actually a drawing of the reverse bear trap on his table, just, like,
Oh,
sitting there. So,
wild.
yeah, but obviously, like, when you're watching it the first time, you're not paying attention to that because they're talking, so you're paying attention to the people talking. Obviously,
Yeah,
that's when you're, like, introduced to Zepp, so your eyes are on him rather than John Kramer, who's chilling in the bed. And I think he's
yep.
actually holding Gordon's pen too, that's used to frame him. So it's
Wasn't it a
like,
flashlight?
no, it's a pen.
Pretty sure it was a flashlight.
It's a pen. I know my saw. Don't. It's a pen.
Are you
I'm
sure?
100% sure that it is a pen that is found. It's Dr. Gordon's pen that is found on the scene of the crime that is used to frame him. There might be a light on the pen, but it's a pen.
Haven't you ever seen one of those flashlights?
It's a pen.
I'm gonna have to go and watch that again because I am 99% sure that that's a fucking flashlight, not a pen.
It might be a pen light.
Yeah, a flashlight.
No, it's a pen.
Well, anyway, um, what were we talking about?
It's a pen flashlight. Let's leave it at that.
Okay.
A pen with a
Yes.
light
Yes.
on it. Pen light.
We we were both right, except there is no pen on those. It's just a
Dude, I
flashlight.
I swear it's a pen light. It's a pen.
There's no pen.
Pen.
Yes, it is a pen light, but there
Keep
just
saying
because it's a pen light doesn't mean it's a pen.
I'm gonna keep
It's a
I'm
flashlight.
just gonna keep saying
Okay. Just so that you're
pen.
just so that you can also be right,
Yeah, pen.
we'll call it a pen light.
Um
Anyway, um, so about Zep, um, you never seen Lost. This
No.
so hard to talk to you. He plays a really bad guy in Lost.
Oh,
Not a good guy.
not a good guy, huh?
Yeah, so I, like, inherently don't like him whenever I see him in anything. Um, so it gave me a little bit of, um I was
Bad
glad that he was the bad guy. I didn't have to feel sympathy for him, you know?
bad connotation, huh?
Yep. Are you Googling whether it's a pen or a flashlight?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was listening to you talk.
Okay. Okay, sorry.
I will once we're done filming. Next episode, find out when I admit I was wrong if I was.
Uh,
um,
anyway,
yeah, more about Saw though. I'm sorry that I can't relate to you on people who were in um Lost.
it's okay.
Thank you. Um, oh, another clue though. There was another
Okay.
clue. So when Gordon is loading the gun, because there's the gun in the middle of the room, right? That was where like the guy committed suicide with, right? But he didn't actually, because obviously it's John Kramer.
Yep.
But that's the clue. So he had apparently shot himself, but when Gordon loads the gun to kill Adam, he puts the bullet in and all the other chambers are empty. And there would have been a spent cartridge in there already if the corpse in the room had actually shot themselves. Because that
Oh.
type of gun does not eject used cartridges.
Wild.
So that's a
This
clue
is
that the corpse is not a corpse.
so that's, like, really impressive continuity, but this is also the movie that, like, the main character's hair kept changing between scenes. So was that on purpose? Are we sure that was on purpose? The
Who's
gun?
to say?
Okay.
Not me. Um,
We
there
will
were
say it's really good plot point if that's true.
there were a lot of reshoots that they had to do though, which is probably why there were a few inconsistencies like that.
Mm.
The actors, a lot of them actually, like some of not a lot, but some of the reshoots that they had to do, the actors weren't even available anymore, except Leigh
Whoa.
Whannell, because Leigh Whannell is also he plays Adam, but he also
Writer.
helped write it, along with James Wan, the director. So Leigh Whannell played some of the characters in other scenes. So like he's Detective Singh after he gets shot, like laying on the ground. That's Leigh Whannell. That's not the guy who played Detective
Oh my
Singh.
gosh.
There's a shot of Amanda's hands that are actually just Leigh Whannell's hands. Like, so there were quite a few moments that he had to kind of fill in. And then the like every time it does the surveillance camera shots, because it does that every once in a while, as if you're watching them in the bathroom through the cameras. No,
Yeah.
that was literally they only added those in. They're reshots that they just like redid with like a filter on to make it look like a security camera because when they were editing, they realized that they didn't have enough shots. So they just
Oops.
reused some and made them look like they were a surveillance camera.
Oh my gosh. And a lot of that was, like, budget related, right? They had some budget constraints?
Yeah, yeah. It was fairly lower budget. They actually
'Cause I think they even said something about, like, being inspired by how low budget and how highly profitable Blair Witch Project was.
yeah. So James Wan and Lee Whannell, um, they created the story together and they did it after they graduated film school. And they basically challenged themselves to write a movie that all takes place in one room because they knew that that would be all that they could afford to do. So really was like, what's the lowest budget that they could do? And obviously, this is what became of that. It's not all in one room, but like that was the basis of it to try to like maintain costs because they weren't sure if they would ever get funding for it. Um,
Yeah.
I think originally they were even supposed to be in an elevator instead of a bathroom. But yeah, they filmed, which I think you can find on YouTube. They did like a short of it, and it's basically Amanda's scene where she has the reverse bear trap on, um, has to find the key and her cellmate's insides.
Right.
And that was the scene that they
Big
shot, but it was
insides.
just Lee Whannell playing Amanda's character instead. So yeah,
Yeah. Saw zero point 0.5.
yeah,
Have you seen it?
yeah. A long time ago, I watched it. Um, yeah, I think it's still on YouTube.
Yeah, I saw it today.
Oh, great.
Yeah. I just wanted to see what scene it was.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, to your point, like, that was kinda what sparked the idea for the movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, and speaking of the intestines,
Mhm.
they just used a pig.
Yep.
Cute. That whole pig got used throughout this movie,
Yeah.
insides and out. His head, cute,
They were resourceful, you know?
for sure. I mean, as far as practical effects go, that's the most efficient.
Yeah. They did a lot of, like not a lot, but they did some practical effects. Some worked better than others. Um, the car chase film, scene? Yep.
They made some choices.
Was filmed in a garage of a warehouse. They turned off the lights, added some fog, and just shook the cars back and forth, and it looks like that's what they did.
Yeah, in hindsight, that is exactly what it looks like is
It's
happening.
once you know that too and you watch it, you're like, "Oh, oh boy, that's that was a choice."
Yeah.
It looks terrible. it doesn't make me love this movie any less, but it looks terrible.
I didn't mind it. Like, you could tell, like, this is not, you know,
Yeah,
the best cinematography ever, but, I mean, it I think it added to, like, the character of the movie, like,
agreed.
just yeah, and I think they said, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they said that they shot differently for each character too, to kind of give each character their own, like, camera personality, so, like,
Yeah,
Adam had, like, a shaky cam. It was more like he was filming it himself almost,
yeah,
and Dr. Gordon had a very still, um, measured approach to being filmed, which I thought was kind of interesting.
yeah, correct. They used Steadicam for Gordon and handheld for Adam. They also they shot the bathroom scenes all in chronological order,
Hmm,
and I don't know why it's, like, important to me when movies do that. Like, I personally it's for me. I don't know why. As soon as I know that, I'm like, "Yes, that's how it should be. You should shoot it
yeah.
chronological."
Yeah, I don't well, okay. So I guess for movies, like, with a lot of set changes, I can see why they would film outside of chronological order,
Yeah,
but, like, there was no reason for this film to be filmed outside of chronological order.
I agree. Like, I understand which the scenes that don't take place in the bathroom, I don't know if they were filmed chronologically or not. And, like, I'm not dumb, like, I know why films are shot out of chronological order. It
Yeah,
depends on
yeah, of course.
when you can get certain locations, when you're able to film there, like, what makes sense in the budget, but I don't like it. I want everything to be in chronological order. It makes my brain it, like, scratches my brain in a good way. I like it.
Yeah, I agree.
Thank
Also,
you.
I was not calling you dumb.
No, I didn't I didn't think you were, I just didn't want people listening to be like, is this girl a fucking idiot? Does she not know why movies are
Okay,
made the way they're made?"
okay, because it took me big brain to even come to that conclusion that they
Mm,
would need to not film in chronological order because of shoot locations and stuff.
yeah.
Um, so I'm dumb, but we've established that you're not.
No, I just consume too much media, honestly. That's
Yeah,
and I also took a lot of film classes in the brief time I was in college because that's what I
true,
wanted to do, so
true, true.
um, but also, I think it's fun that the director, James Wan, built the doll, like, from scratch. He didn't
Yes.
redesign an already made doll, he didn't, like, buy one in a store. He fucking did that,
Mhm.
and it's so creepy. I want a Billy the doll, if I'm being honest. I think it'd be fun. What if he just sat right up here next to
Yeah,
Ghostface?
what if?
"Do you wanna play a game?"
Do they have a gnome one?
Oh, a gnome Billy the doll. Your face just lit up as you opened Google to fucking search
What's his name? Billy? Billy
Billy
the
the doll,
doll?
yeah, Billy the doll.
Gnome?
Which is funny because everybody calls him Jigsaw. I'm like, "That's not even a person."
Hold on, let's see. Jigsaw. Oh, fuck. Nope.
Oh, well, if someone out there makes
Oh, well.
gnomes, please, we'll commission one to be made.
Yeah.
Uh,
You can sit right next to
my
the
little
ghost
ghost
named
face.
Scream.
Yeah, scream. Scream face. Was there anything you didn't like? What did you not like about the film?
Um, there were some times I struggled with the acting a little bit. Um, Cary. Cary, I don't know how to say his last name. Elwes?
Elwes, yeah.
Elwes?
Yeah.
Um, Overacted a little bit, which totally works in The Princess Bride. He needed to overact in that movie because that's kind of that whole movie's shtick. Um, that sure did carry over into Saw, and I didn't really enjoy it. Um,
You took the words right out of my mouth.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, sorry.
No, I listen, as much as I love Cary Elwes, And as much as I love this movie, there are times when the acting is it's not good at all. When he's, like,
A lot.
about to shoot Adam,
And he's, like, white.
it's not it's not it. Whatever it
No.
is, it's not it. Um, and I think part of it too was, like, his accent kept sneaking out, and that was really
Yeah.
distracting for me. Like, I could hear his accent quite a bit, especially when he, like, got more emotional in the scenes, and
Mhm.
so I think that kind of, made the performance almost a little bit worse because I don't know, it just and it just
Yeah.
wasn't it's never gonna win an Oscar. Let's just leave it
No.
at that.
No. I think what I noticed the most is that, like, he would switch he would switch to almost, like, baby voice tone when he was on the phone
Yeah.
with the kid or the mom. Like, he would go from this, like, really gravelly to, like, "Oh, my wife," like, just, like, just his tone would change completely. It was just too much, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It
I
was a
don't know.
lot.
I do love him, though. I adore him.
Adore him. Adore this
Yeah, I
movie.
yeah, I met him at a Comic Con once.
Was he
Um,
nice?
yeah, he was the sweetest.
I have
I
his
didn't know who he
book.
was though outside of,
Oh, Princess
Princess
Bride.
Bride. Yeah. Um, you have his book? What I didn't even know
Yeah.
he had a book.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He has a book. Um, it's called As You Wish.
Oh, how fucking cute.
I
That's
know.
cute.
uh,
Adorable.
yeah. What is it? As You Wish, Inconceivable Tales from the Making of the Princess Bride.
Oh, wait, I remember this coming out.
Yeah. I still haven't read it, but I have it, and I'm gonna read it.
Cute.
I have 900 books, and I've read 4 of them, so I'm making my way through them
Yeah,
slowly.
yeah.
Um,
As long as I don't spoil it for you.
have you read it?
No,
Oh,
but I'm really good at spoiling things.
you love to well, no, it's just that I don't think you think anything's a spoiler, so
No, I really don't. No, because we've talked about this. I read the Wikipedia as I'm watching the movie, so nothing surprises me ever. Actually, I did not pull up a single spoiler for this movie. I was enthralled. I was like, I don't care if somebody breaks a bone. I'm gonna watch and I'm gonna enjoy it
I'm
because I really like
so
this movie.
proud of you.
God, thank you. Makes me wet every time you say that.
Are we gonna are we gonna Um
But no, seriously, I was like totally captivated. Usually I like work while I watch these movies.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
It's so
I was
good.
yeah,
Oh my god, thank God you're on my side because
yeah.
I won't stand for Saw slander, let me tell you what.
No, no. Um, I had a really good time. And I thought that the concept of like the killer has never killed somebody was just perfect. I loved that.
I'm a big John Kramer fan. I get it.
Yep. Yeah. Make people never mind. I
Nope.
can't say what I'm about to say.
No, you're gonna be put on a watch list. Chill.
Yeah.
Chill, chill, chill.
Sorry. But you knew what I was gonna say.
Oh
Uh,
my gosh. Alright. How scary did you think it was?
yeah, a 2, maybe.
Okay.
Like a 1.75, but that
Oh,
makes
okay.
that makes aggregating our ratings really hard, so I'll
Yeah.
give it a 2.
Okay. I also gave it a 2.
Sorry, I didn't ask.
It's fine. I know you won't.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I forgot.
Yeah.
You give it a 2?
I think, like, obviously, like, now it's a 1 for me. It doesn't scare me even in the slightest, but I have to bump it up a little bit because it scared the ever-loving shit out of me when I was a kid. Like,
Yeah.
it the concept is still kinda scary to me. Like, people killing people, and especially, like, you being put in the situation, it's not
Mhm.
ideal. Um, And kind of like the idea of like not like you're there because you didn't value your life is like I don't know, sometimes I'm like maybe I shouldn't complain.
Yeah, it's a little
I'm
eye-opening.
still gonna, but maybe I shouldn't.
Uh, high hopes and aspirations.
Yeah.
Future. Um, I only gave it a little bit because of the scenes with the kid and like
Yeah.
the kid and the mom being held at gunpoint was not an ideal. I didn't enjoy watching that. It gave me a lot of anxiety to the point of being scared.
Yeah.
But yeah, isn't that funny how this is your Silent Hill? You watch this in middle school, you shit and piss, and then you watch it now and you're like, what the fuck was I so scared of? That's what happened to
Yeah.
me with Silent Hill.
I mean, I think I still understand why I was scared of it though.
Because you
Like
were a child.
yeah, I was young, and the idea
Yeah.
of someone actually hiding in your closet when your parents always tell you no one's in there, gaslighting motherfuckers, and then he is. That's fucking terrifying. Like a home invasion is I don't ever want that to happen to me. Like
No.
the way
I
I
can't
love
imagine.
locking my doors is like unmatched. Like
Yeah.
don't come in my
I
house.
can't imagine there's a lot of people that do want there to be a home invasion.
None that
But,
I can think of. But I
each their
don't
own.
want it even more. Like, think of how much you don't want it to happen to you. I don't want it even more.
Okay. Okay. That's fair. I'll give it to you. You can have that win.
I'm just kidding. You probably want it less than me because you have a family. Like,
Well,
I don't have that to worry about as well, on top of the fact that I just don't want someone coming in my house. But
I just the other day was talking about how I wish someone would come in and steal my TV so I have an excuse to buy a new one.
I'll come steal your TV. Free TV.
Plus the flights and the shipping to get it home.
I'll just, it's a road trip, you know? I'll see the Grand Canyon while I'm at
Uh,
it.
but no, I do not wish for a home invader to enter my home
Yeah.
and to invade my home.
You heard it here first, folks.
Mhm.
Don't come in our homes.
Yeah. What's next? How sexy?
Yeah.
How sexy did you think it was?
This movie, not a lot that's sexy about it, but I am gonna give it a 1.5. Um,
Okay.
and that 5 goes to Amanda. I'm a big fan, honestly, so
I
gets a
think
little
you
love
have
for her.
I think you have context outside of this movie though that you're basing that
I
off
think
of.
I do as well, and we're not gonna talk about that right now, but
Okay. So that's unfair, but you're supposed to be you're supposed to be rating the movie,
I can't help it. I'm rating the
not the
movie.
character that is in the sequel.
She's in this one.
Hardly.
She's wearing fishnets.
True. You're not wrong.
It counts. Also, is she Amanda's played by Shawnee Smith, but, I'm pretty sure that, like, the casting director went to James Wan and was like, "Any ideas for Amanda?" And he said Shawnee because he had a crush on her when he was, like, a kid, and then, like, 2 weeks later, they're like, "We got her!" And he's like, "Oh, shit."
Amazing.
It happened.
Um, I gave it a 2.
What was sexy about this for you?
I don't know. It was just inherently
There was something
sexy.
there.
Yeah, I think it's just a like late 90s, early 2000s slasher movie.
You like it.
It's not
You
Yeah.
know what is a little bit sexier too, that I would even bump it up to a 2 for?
Hmm.
Adam. He's so baby
No.
girl.
Okay, yeah, kind of.
I'm sorry, Adam's yeah, he's a peach. I love him. Big Adam fan.
Okay. Yeah, there was the well, I don't want to reveal too much about myself, but there were some scenes that were
See, now you have to say it though, because our minds are gonna go to the worst scenes if you don't were they the worst scenes?
You probably wouldn't be wrong.
Oh my god.
It
Okay,
was
we'll
not the
speculate.
sawing off the leg, I'll give you that much.
It was the pig face. It was the pig
I'm not
face!
okay, I'm not saying no, but I'm also not gonna confirm that on a live podcast. Or not a live podcast. You know what I mean.
Okay, I'll edit it out,
Um,
just tell me right now.
you're not gonna I don't
No,
trust
I'm
you.
not gonna edit it out at
Um,
all.
no, I mean, like, the opening sequence, like, the drowning,
Oh, okay.
the, like, gasping for air kinda thing.
Oh, it's a choking thing. That's normal.
Yeah. I mean, maybe not in, like, a dirty ass bathroom,
Yeah.
but
Oh my gosh, I need you to watch the rest of them because there's things that I wish I could talk to you about with this movie that you don't find out about until later movies. And it's like,
ugh,
I wish I could. No, I'm telling you, like, I get it. I get it. Everybody can talk shit about the rest of the series. Yeah, some of them are mid at best, but like, some of the stories that they intertwine throughout, they're pretty good. They're fun.
I love that.
Yeah, there's a lot of that where, like, things you think are happening or happened in like previous movies kind of turn out to not be true later on, and like there's a lot of
Ooh,
interweaving stories that happen where like you'll find stuff out later that you'll realize like, oh shit, that's like that's what happened. Like it's oh my
interesting.
god, let's have a marathon.
Okay. This is a sort of a tangent, but it reminds me of did you ever did you ever watch Zootopia Plus?
What do you mean Zootopia Plus?
Did you watch Zootopia?
I watched Zootopia.
Okay. There's a TV show on Disney Plus called Zootopia Plus,
Oh, okay.
and it takes 10-second snippets from Zootopia and writes an entire backstory for that 10-second snippet. So, like, when the mouse almost gets hit by the donut,
Okay.
you get to find out the 20 minutes that happened to that mouse before almost getting hit by the donut.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Isn't it cute? That's what that reminded me of. I think this is less cute, but
Yeah, I can't think of anything less cute than some of the plot points in later movies, but
but no, that's what it reminded me of.
great, okay. That's
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Everybody go watch Zootopia Plus.
Yes, please, not sponsored. I'll watch Saw. You
Yay.
watch Zootopia Plus. We
Yeah.
we we banged out that show in like an hour and a half, so
Hell yeah.
really easy to watch.
I'll do it. Um, how fucked up did you think
Anyway,
it was?
what Zootopia?
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Zootopia Plus on a scale of 1 to 5.
um, um, I'm struggling because I didn't give this a rating ahead of time. I was just ready to answer it when you asked. Probably like right in the middle, like a 2.5.
Okay.
Um, and that's mostly because it was just different. Like the reverse bear trap, I'm pretty sure is not something that anybody had thought of prior to this.
I hope
Um,
not.
the idea that like the killer doesn't kill anybody is kind of fucked, but also kind of cool. Um, I mean, there was some gory stuff like sawing off your leg is not ideal. It's not an ideal situation to be in.
Yeah.
So that bumps it up a little bit. But yeah, right down the middle.
All right. I gave it a 2.
Okay.
Um, there is a bit of gore in here, and obviously, like, the traps that people are put in, pretty fucked up.
Yeah, the
Um,
barbed wire. I forgot about that one.
yeah, or the
Yeah.
flame, the guy covered in the flammable liquid with this little candle.
That didn't bother me so much. But okay, yeah.
Um,
Oh, but having to walk on glass was kind of gross.
yeah.
That wasn't cute.
Yeah, compared to other movies and honestly the rest of this series, not bad. Pretty mild.
Really? It gets worse?
Oh, Yeah.
Like Martyrs level worse?
Mm,
So for the most part, we've peaked with
I feel
Martyrs.
like Martyrs is, like it's different because the tone of it is so heavy that it just, like, feels worse because of, like you know what I mean? Whereas, like, later on, like, the Saw movies are always fun. Fight me.
Yeah.
Like, they're always, like, kind of a romp. So, like,
Yeah. No,
even
I had a romp. I
Yeah.
honestly agree with you for the first time ever
Thank
that
you.
this was a romp.
But I will say, like, this series is pointed to a lot when people talk about, like, torture porn. Um,
Aw?
yes, this is a series that gets brought up a lot, which with the later movies, kinda hard for me to disagree with. There is still a plot throughout the entire series. I'll stand by that, but yes, later on it is a lot more about the traps and kill counts and fucked up traps and stuff like that rather than the plot. But I will die on the hill that the first one is nowhere near torture porn. This is a plot-based, fantastically written film. Thank you.
Yeah, I other than the drowning, was not aroused.
Great, you heard it here first.
Confirmed,
Yeah.
not torture porn.
No, 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 no. There's actually, like,
Okay.
not even that much gore in the first one.
And what gore there is was, like, revealed to be moulage. He just kinda rips it off. That was, like, the only real gore that there was.
Well, she digs through intestines.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
That is the thing that happens.
Yeah, that does happen.
So that I would consider
I
gore.
forgot all about that.
Yeah, look at that.
It is gore, though, you're not wrong.
Yes, that is gore.
But it's pig intestines, does it really count?
Yeah, because it's not meant to be,
I know.
Katie.
I'm just kidding. Um,
What did you rate it overall?
can you go first?
Oh, no, you go first.
No, okay, I'll go first. I give it 4.5. Mhm.
I gave it a 4.5.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Oh my god. It's very good.
yeah, it is.
I really liked it.
I know, I was teetering, like, my heart wants to give it a 5 because this
You
movie is,
can't.
like it has a weird special place in my heart, like, I know that's stupid, but, yeah, the rest of the series, you know. Is there a pretty quick decline after, like, the 3rd one? Yeah, but you know what? I still have a blast watching all of them, and I will die on the hill that the first one is a fantastic film.
It is. I agree with you.
Thank you.
Yep. Um, speaking of the sequels,
Yeah.
because I was reading up on them, it sounded like Cary Elwes didn't come back until much later in the
First
sequels.
of all, stop reading up on things.
Oh, sorry. I mean, this was after I watched the
That
movie.
is a spoiler.
I guess it kind of is,
You
yeah.
had to be like the rest of us and assume he was dead this whole time.
Yeah. No, they did him dirty. They
Yeah.
weaseled the wrong kind of contract out of him, I guess, and he got shafted.
Well, with that acting.
Honestly, and maybe there's a little bit of justification there.
I'm kidding. I'm
But
a I'm a Lawrence Gordon hater till the day I die.
wait, why?
Don't you leave my baby girl Adam behind. Don't you dare.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no,
Oh,
you're right. But he promised he was gonna go get somebody, so maybe he did,
maybe.
and maybe Adam gets saved.
Who's to say?
Wikipedia in
Katie
about 20 minutes.
furiously Googling.
Yeah, I'm gonna look.
No.
What else am I supposed to do?
Watch them.
Ugh, it's a commitment.
I hate you.
Got like 900 other horror movies to watch.
That's true. We've got a bulky list.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well, here it is, Katie. The final question. Would you survive?
No.
the,
Mm,
the breath.
nope.
No. Okay,
Not
why
even for
wouldn't you?
one fucking second. That bullet would have been in my head.
Oh. Oh, you would have just ended it.
Oh, yeah. I'm not
Okay.
playing no fucking games.
Okay. Um, all right.
What about you?
Yeah, I'm living.
No, you're not.
100% I am. A, I don't think I'd do anything that John Kramer would deem worthy of being put in his traps. And B, even if he did, and I was put in a trap, guess what? The key is to just follow instructions. And I'm fucking good at that. I can put IKEA furniture together like that. I'm so good at following instructions. You think I'm not taking that bullet and immediately killing baby girl Adam? Yeah, I am. Sorry. Rip. Like, what are you talking about? I'm scot free.
No.
Yeah, I'm living.
Because, first of
I
all,
I'm
he
Amanda.
did not get the gun until he sawed off his foot.
Yeah, I'd do it.
Are you sawing off your foot?
Like a little raccoon.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
You're sawing off your foot, you're getting the gun, and you're shooting at him.
Yeah. Or I'd
And just
actually or
hoping
I'd actually just poison him with the cigarette.
he would have seen that.
No.
Did,
Adam,
did, did you
fucking
see
distract him with shit around that. I'd just be like,
it?
"Oh, look,
Looked
is there writing on the wall?" He'd turn around. Here's your cigarette, buddy. No,
No,
I'd
you
be
could see
fine.
it on the cigarette. It looked like a fucking tampon.
Nah, that man had a nicotine craving. He wouldn't take 2 glances at it. He'd just suck
Okay.
it in. I'm telling you, just follow instructions. It's that easy. I'm living.
Okay. I wholeheartedly disagree
This is
that
the
you would live.
easiest serial killer to escape. You just listen to what he has to say. Just follow instructions.
The instructions are to kill a person
Yeah,
and saw off your own foot.
that's only if I can't kill him without doing that.
You can't reach the gun.
I
Oh yeah,
can
the
reach the
cigarette.
poison.
He's not gonna smoke a cigarette that looks like it was just pulled out of a vagina.
He is gonna do what I tell him. I think he
No.
would have. They were colluding. They were trying to trick him. I think if I think Gordon could have made it out.
You are not Gordon.
Okay, so what? I'm Adam? Cause that's even easier to
No,
fucking live.
you're you.
I fucking
You're you.
surviving. Yeah, I'm me and I can follow instructions.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if the goal is if the main concept of these traps is follow the instructions and you live, I'm living.
But the instructions are literal life or death. You have to dig through someone's stomach.
Yeah,
You have to like
easy.
some of them are a little athletic.
I'm
Like
telling
getting
you.
through the
I'm over saying that I don't have a will to live. I think I do. And I think I'd do what it
Okay. I
I would dig through someone's intestines to find a key. If I had a reverse bear trap, that's the biggest motivation I've ever seen in my life. And she hesitated too. She took so much of her time just standing there like, "Oh, what do I do?" You know what you need to do. Buck
that
up.
was that was kind of anxiety inducing cinematography, by
Yeah,
the
it was
way.
very like shaky, like, yeah.
Yeah. And that's kind of that's what the car rides felt like to me was that like
Mm.
which in hindsight it literally was shaking,
It was literally
which is so fun. I can't wait to go back and watch that again when I get my screenshot of the flashlight.
Please do it. Yeah.
Anyway,
Flash.
um,
Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
yeah. Okay. Well, I'm slowly falling behind on the would you live, would you not? I think I'm 2 behind you now.
I think you would live this as well.
No,
And
I'm
also
not killing nobody
you're 3
by
behind me.
myself. 3?
Yeah.
Man, I would just
You gotta have more
some
faith
more.
in yourself.
I don't. That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Mhm.
I think that's what I was like at first, I was like, I don't think I would have much faith in myself, but now I'm kinda like, "You know what? I think that actually I have a much bigger will than I give myself credit for."
Okay.
I am pretty feisty.
I think you're pretty feisty.
Thank you. Yeah.
Um, well, what's next week?
Next week is The Cabin in the Woods. How much do you know about that movie? That film?
It's a comedy, right?
Yeah, comedy horror.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
It's a comedy horror. Okay, yeah. There's a cabin in the woods, I'm sure. I am sure of it.
Alright, I'm gonna need more than that though, if I'm being honest.
Okay, so Cabin in the Woods is a movie about a group of college kids who go out into the woods and they are looking no, something finds them,
Okay. Can
the
I
bad guy.
can I get, like, how many kids are out there?
6, 3 guys, 3 girls.
3 guys, 3
They're
girls.
couples,
Oh, all dating?
all dating.
Okay, what are their names?
No idea. Probably Chad and Brad
Chad, Brad,
and Garrett.
and Garrett, and they are dating.
Respectively. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't think this far ahead. Um, Melissa. There's probably another Sarah. It's been a while since we've had a Sarah.
Okay.
Like 3 movies. And Kristen.
Oh, okay, yes.
Mhm, mhm. They're
Okay.
in a cabin in the woods,
Yes.
and something finds them, and they have to escape the cabin, but they can't because it's a perpetual forest,
Okay.
just like Blair Witch Project.
Okay, yep, I was waiting. Okay, what's the something that's trying to find them?
The Blair Witch.
Oh, you think that this is just
No,
a
I'm just
Blair Witch
kidding.
sequel?
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
No, no, I think it's a man. I think it's a man trying to find them.
Oh, okay.
I don't think there's any monsters involved here. I think it's a man.
Ooh, okay, okay.
Am I right?
No. There is a cabin in the woods, that part's correct.
Are there any college age students?
Mhm.
Is there anyone named Chad?
Nope,
Is there anyone named Brad?
no. There's a character named Hadley. Is that
Okay,
Hadley?
I was close. I'm on the
Also,
right track.
can I come clean with you?
Yes.
Eventually, in the Sauce or in the Scream series, there is a character named Chad.
Ah,
Just not in the
what?
first one.
Ah. Well, I mean, there's 6 of them. There's bound to be a Chad in one of them.
That's true. It was bound to happen.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's
there.
really not that surprising.
All right, Chad, Brad, and Garrett,
And
with
their
their
girlfriends.
girlfriends, Christina, Sarah, and Melissa, was it?
Kristen.
Oh, Kristen. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I was naming them after the cast of Twilight.
I've never seen Twilight.
I know. Um, yeah, okay. They're gonna get chased by a man.
Great. That's it.
Sounds so funny. Sounds like a really funny movie.
It sounds hilarious.
Yep.
Um, can't wait to watch it.
All right, well, that wraps it up for today. If there are any movies you'd like to hear us talk about, please let us know in the comments or shoot us a DM on our socials.
Thanks so much for listening, and we hope to see you next week when we talk about the 2011 horror comedy movie, The Cabin in the Woods. We'll see you then. Bye.